Hello, hello, hello. It's been a hot minute. I mean, like a whole month since we've done a live. We've been busy, got a lot going on. We got moved into the new crib. Firecrackers, illuminated differently this time. She looks like she's in the red light district.
Yeah.
We'll have to work on some of the lighting. I just was working on lighting and no headphones tonight because I couldn't get that to work. And I hadn't had time to test this setup, but we hadn't had it live in, a month. And I wanted to get out and talk to everybody and visit with everybody. So we're going to just wing this and hopefully everything is okay. If it's not, let us know in the chat. Jonesy's Ride said, "What's up? 9 Mills on 2 wheels is here." Who else we got in the chat tonight? Because I'm seeing like nobody, like 2 people. So I'm hoping we're not got a bad connection and we're losing people on the broadcast. We have new internet, new crib, and everything else. So hopefully we're okay.
Well, you know what I always say, Mike? Those 2 of the smartest son of a bitches alive.
Where?
The 2 people watching.
Oh, the 2 people watching. 3. We're up to 3.
All right, okay.
Wow. Yeah, I'm going to definitely have to get some air conditioning in this thing before summer comes. This non-cooled or heated garage is going to roast my ass up in here. Dale York said, "What are you wearing, Steve?" And Joe Reese said, "Me."
I've got my Dixon on, man. My pineapple.
Is that one of those party shirts?
This one was
I got a Dixon on too, but mine's not quite as flowery as yours.
Well, I took a page away from Bert and Professional Monkey. They've both worn this shirt on a live, and I thought that looks like a badass shirt. So I went and snagged one.
Jonesy said drink more, so we'll drink to that.
I get hopped up all the time on Diet Dr. Pepper.
I've been home a whole 30 minutes and scarfed down a roast beef sandwich and made a drink and got started here. There's Randy, said, "Hello, kids." So tonight we're going to jump into it. We're going to talk about Steel Horse Rally, International Female Ride Day, kind of fill you everybody in on our take of it. Firecracker was one of the special guests again. So break us down on the International Female Ride Day coming up to Steel Horse Rally and tell us about what y'all did and how that turned out.
So Friday night, we met at the Switchback Bar and had a meet and greet and just kind of hung out. They had a band, and then afterwards we went to the cat house, hung out for a little bit. And then the next morning we got up. We had Switchback had breakfast for us. We had some raffle items that we did. You could buy tickets to win. Actually, we had quite a few raffle items, and then we rode our way to Steel Horse Rally, taking the pig trail, stopped at the Scenic View and some places, and then just kind of did our own things at the Steel Horse Rally.
Well,
Mike is not in charge. Mike is no longer in
makes
charge.
It sound kind of bland and drab. We just rode the pig trail. We rode the most scenic, curvy, gorgeous road in Arkansas.
We did learn
Midwest, really.
We learned that Mike is no longer allowed to make our motel reservations because he didn't put us in a very nice place or area.
Did he book the porn star in like I did one time on a trip?
It was a Super 8, I think, and it was pretty much a bunch of, I think, a lot of druggies around there, like she worried about leaving your bike out there.
She doesn't understand my logic, Steve. Now work with me here. First off, if you park your bike at a nice hotel just a couple of blocks from where all the action's at, that's where they're going to be praying and looking for bikes. If they're going to steal a bike, that's where they're going to be looking for the best bikes, the guys that are rich and got all the money and the fancy bikes. They'll be checking out the high-end hotels. You stay 3 miles away in the ghetto at a Super 8, by God, ain't nobody stealing your bike because they figure you damn crazy to be even staying there. They ain't fucking with you.
Right.
No.
Yeah. I see your logic there, but
what's a spider? What's a spider hurt in the bathroom? It really.
It was not the spider. It was the whole wall was rotted out on on the bottom, and it was the fact of there was a bunch of people living there that were definitely on something, and I just didn't like having my bike parked somewhere like that.
I'm definitely gonna have to work on my audio because when it rains in here, I don't know if you guys can you hear any of that, but it sounds like it's pounding on me in here. I can barely hear you guys, and I'm sitting 3 feet from the speakers.
Well, can't hear it here.
I can hear you fine. Can you see real well? How many fingers am I holding up?
Hi, buddy.
Love you.
Can see you. So, now you didn't tell them about the lunch stop, the bar that we stopped at. And was that Van Buren, just north of Fort Smith? What was the name of that place? Do you remember?
No, I don't remember, but Switchback had it set up for us to be there. They had amazing food. They had us set back, had all the tables reserved for us, and they had a guy singing. It was a really nice place.
I may have seen that on the Badgers channel. Was it like 2 rooms? Yes. One kind of where you ate and everything, and then the other side was more of a concert-like venue type?
I mean, it looked like both places were where you ate, but the room we were in had like a stage and tables and a little bar in there. So
that looked badass.
Yeah, it was nice.
Wow, cool.
Other than that, I mean, it was a good time. We were concerned about the weather, so originally we were gonna get up at 2:00 in the morning and leave to head home to try to beat the rain. Then Mike kept kind of watching it, and we ended up leaving at 4 in the morning to get home. And so we luckily beat the rain getting back.
So I had 4 or 5 of people in my crew that were going to go down, and they all canceled out because of the weather. So do you think that impacted the turnout?
Probably so. The place we ate at was the Vault.
Yeah.
So Ray just said she's on here.
All right, hit me up. Can I hear y'all now?
I can hear you. You sound good.
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you guys now. I had to put headphones on it, so the rain's pounding on the roof on this metal garage. It was just, I could hardly hear you guys. So we got the headphones working now, so I can hear better. So I heard she talked about the Vault. Did you tell them that they have a pole that has now been climbed by more YouTubers?
It wasn't climbed. It just got stickers put on it.
Well, some of them are pretty high. Tried to get Bill to climb the pole.
Yeah.
Bill's been known to climb a pole or two.
Don't know if when I think pole, that's not the pole I'm thinking of.
So my buddy Nick said, hello, what's up, y'all? I got to see him earlier today. Recorded a little bit of stuff there at Renegade. What's up, Nick? Glad you could join us. So this was our first time to Steel Horse Rally. I guess you've never been, Steve? Have you been once?
I've been to Fort Smith, and I've stayed downtown where all the bars and all the action is, but I haven't been to the actual rally.
So, I mean, my take on it, and I'm not trying to be critical, I'm just trying to give people who have not been there an idea of what it is. It's really about 6 blocks where people cruise in a loop, park, drink. They have cups and wristbands they'll sell. So if you've never been, definitely check that out. I think we paid $5 for a wristband and you get a cup. And if you have that, then you can take your container out on the sidewalk and walk up and down the street. You can't take a beverage with alcohol in it inside of another bar. You have to finish it on the street before you go back inside of another bar and get a refill. But that was pretty cool. I'd like to see them do that at Bike Fest instead of having these separate beer gardens and you can't take it from here to there. Let us buy a cup and let the money all go to help support, law enforcement or whatever charity thing they want to do, and make it easier on those of us that want to hang out and walk up and down the strip and look at bikes and stuff. I think that would be a cool idea for Lake of the Ozarks Bike Fest to adopt.
Totally.
906 Club is off the chain. We did not get to check that out.
No, we since we decided to leave so early in the morning, we hung out downtown for a little bit, but then our motel was a little ways away, so we went back and tried to relax and get a little sleep.
So to give you everybody the heads up, Derek Garrison Street, where the flag is, you saw the thumbnail for this live, hopefully, and there's a flag they hang, and that's the strip that everybody cruises up and down where the bars are. And if you're not into drinking or people watching, woohoo, we just had a big lightning strike right here.
Is that what that was?
That's what that was. That came through the mic, huh?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. Well, we didn't lose no electric, so that's good. But yeah, I mean, if you're not into drinking or people watching, it might not be your thing, because there's some vendors there, but I mean, you're not looking at like Clockworks or Reinhardt Exhaust or big vendors like that. It's a more of a party, hangout, visit with your friends, place to get together, supports a charity kind of event, it looked like to me. Maybe there's stuff at the other dealership. I'm assuming there's a dealership in Fort Smith as big as it is, but I didn't really see anything advertised about that.
So what you're telling me is it's probably could be organized a little better. And, there's good riding around there too. So.
Well, they were professional photographers on the pig trail. Easy Riders Pick is follows my page, and we talk.
You're talking really loud.
Well, I'm sorry.
What?
The rain, I'm yelling because I can't hear myself. I'll try and calm down there. Sorry, y'all. But Easy Rider Picks was set up on the pig trail taking photos just like they do at Daytona Bike Week, Sturgis, all those things. So, but you had to go to a pig trail, which was what, 30 minutes away, 40 minutes away. It's not that bad. Yeah. That's no different than Sturgis riding out to Spearfish or, Needles Highway or something.
Yeah, Mount Magazine's not far away.
Now, Nick said that Sturgis is doing the cup thing for drinks also, and that's a good upgrade to the event. I definitely like to see Bike Fest do that. So, Nick, did they do anything like that at this Route 66 festival? I'm thinking about checking that out with him here in August. I haven't been to that, but I don't know if it's that kind of atmosphere or not. It takes place in Springfield, so maybe he can fill me in on what that situation's like. But
you didn't give me these details here. This is a new item you told me about.
Route 66 Festival?
Yeah.
I read you all the dates in the email he sent me. You just did.
But you never told me you were doing that.
Well, I'm checking it out. I'm thinking hard about it. Do I have to clear it with my wife before I'm allowed to do something?
That's because you love you. He wants to surprise you.
You got to make sure she doesn't have anything on the calendar.
He said it's a fun atmosphere, but I haven't seen the Cubs there. But that's okay. I got a Coke bottle. I can bring my own.
The Route 66 rally, is that a campground outside of Tulsa or something?
No, the Route 66 festival is in Springfield.
I'm smoking crack. Okay.
Yeah, you're smoking something.
Yeah. But, that's not surprising.
Randy said talking loud is good for me. So, yeah, Joe here says Cruise and Garrison is similar to Dixon Street. There's an HD dealer not too far from Main Street. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of a new experience for us. And if you enjoyed the Dixon Street and the bars and the people watching, then Steel Horse Rally is definitely a good event to go participate in and see all those things. And it is a charity thing. So that's cool. And there are some riding around there. I don't know of anything besides Pig Trail, but I'm sure there is. I mean, it's Northwest Arkansas. It can't be bad.
No. You could take old 71 up from Ozark up to Fayetteville. That's a beautiful run. You've got the Talamina. It's not too far away. That's, half of it's in Oklahoma, half of it's in Arkansas.
Well, we didn't have a lot of time anyway, so we kind of just went down, parked the bikes, and walked a little bit. We didn't really look around a lot.
And to be honest, we're on a pretty tight budget this year with buying this house and all these things. I mean, we're trying to make sure everything's right financially. So we didn't have cash to blow and money to spend at the bars. That's why we stayed at the wonderful Super 8 high dollar hotel.
Porn Star Inn. That's really what it should be named.
Because I'm cheap.
Lightning strike again. He's frozen.
Am I frozen?
Froze a little bit, brother. You look good though.
Am I back?
In and out. You're kind of in and out.
Wow.
Yeah. Hey.
You hear me? Okay. Well, as long as there's a picture of me to look at, then I take my shirt now.
Yeah. You look sexy.
Joe Reese says Nat doubles down. Right down there. Lone Cowboy Adventure says we'll be down there this weekend, so he can check out and let us know the to-do for next time. Look at Devil's Den on Google's map. It's an intense ride. Well, I will definitely check that out. Then I like intense rides. Joe Reese said I never really left. Are you guys still seeing me froze on your end?
You're kind of froze a little here and there. Kind of, I don't know. What do you think, April? What are you seeing?
Yeah. You're blurry right now, too.
Well,
your camera's not in focus. Because I can see you moving, but your camera is not in focus.
So it's the internet connection because I am in focus on my.
Okay.
So that's bandwidth downgrading. May have to do with the weather since we have a storm outside, and we are now. So we can talk about that real quick, just in case anybody's looking into the T-Mobile home internet. That's what we're using. The upload's not great, but the download is a lot better. When we got here, the existing internet connection, 1 meg. I mean, it wouldn't carry a fly, much less a video stream. We couldn't watch Netflix or anything like that. So I am going to get an external antenna and upgrade the connection there. But yeah, I'm getting a little warning that my connection's unstable, and I'm on a wired connection back to the router. So that's got to do with our internet connection.
If I could for just a second. So for those that wondered why we haven't done one of these in a month or whatever it's been, Mike and April are probably just too prideful to, I mean, they've been running their asses off. I mean, every time I call down there, they're just going 100 miles an hour. So bear with us a little bit here. We'll get it all figured out.
Yeah, I mean, it's a new studio behind me here. You can see the rafters and the little yellow light across there is actually daylight coming in. This thing's not sealed up tight yet. All those things got to happen, and then air conditioning and heating. And, we just got moved in. We literally finished cleaning the old house last night, and our lease is up on it at the end of the month. So we're still unpacking, fixing things here, figuring out things go, figuring stuff out. But we're enjoying. My wife is enjoying sitting out on the porch and staring across the yard at night and not having anybody to look at besides the deer.
Don't blame her there.
I had to buy a bug zapper because I told her I wasn't sitting out there and getting ate up by goddamn mosquitoes because I can't sit out there with long sleeves on just like because she can.
It's one of the advantages of having that thin blood.
So, yeah, we still got a lot going on. We get the house thing behind us, and then we'll work on the motorcycle thing. But we're getting closer there. So, all those things are just take time. And
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, we have another rally this weekend. You gonna tell them what it is, Firecracker?
The
case I'm
Mid-America
frozen.
Freedom. The Mid-America Freedom.
Mid-America. Yeah. So Mid-America Freedom Rally. And we'll be doing that all weekend. And after that, we'll have. Think I'm better off coming in there?
Yeah, you're gone. Yeah. I can't hear you.
Me, Steve.
Yeah, it's kind of in and out. For a while, you were good there, and then now all of a sudden, it's gotten bad again.
Oh, well, we're gonna have to work on this. Yeah, I don't know. I can tell you, we'll be at the Mid America Freedom Rally, and after that, we're going to have a break. That Joe Reese asked any info on an update Ultra Limited with lowers and the new fairings and bags. So there is somebody making aftermarket lowers for the new CVOs. I They do exist. I expect HD to be bringing those next year. I expect a new body style to come to the Ultra Limited next year. For me, the question is, will there actually be an Ultra Limited, or will there be an Ultra Limited package? The package, have a special package for the street glide. Would the Ultra package that an Ultra Limited out of a street glide puts the tour pack on, all those kinds of things. You put a street glide with the Ultra package to turn it into.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are cutting it out.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody got half of that.
All right. I'll come in and see Firecracker. I'll be right.
Okay, Steve, while he's doing his thing, what about the old spring fling?
Yeah, spring fling. Yeah, I mean, obviously, love spring fling. Always have a good time down in Eureka Springs, and the two bars that predominantly run that thing is the Cat House and Switchback, and of course they're just completely committed to it and do a great job of running it. I think it's become one of both of our favorite, certainly early rallies for sure.
Yeah, we had a great time. I'm trying to find some lighting here. We'll probably have to.
Yeah, again, I think my hat goes off that you guys even tried to do this live tonight. Again, I can't reiterate enough how busy you guys have been, and not only professionally but your personal lives, and some of it not great, and you guys have been battling the last 6 weeks for sure.
How do I look with pink and purple headphones, bro?
Not bad. Oh, I'm gone.
I don't know if she did something. Now I have no audio. Hang on.
I just did that.
Yeah, that turns it, mutes it. There you go.
I
Hit
was
me
trying
again.
to put it on the speakers.
That doesn't work that way. You have to unplug this. Hang on.
I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. It sounds like I'm off. I look good.
Yeah, you ain't gonna know that from that though.
You just do the live and all. I talked about the female ride day, so.
Here, I'm back. Can you hear me, Steve?
I can hear you, but I've lost. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. She was trying to fix the audio to speakers instead of me having to wear headphones and us taking turns. But anyway, so I heard Nick says that's a good look for me. The pink and purple, you like that? It almost goes with my shirt.
You want this chair?
We'll go back to this question about the Ultra Limited and the lowers. So I don't know anything for sure, but I mean, I have seen lowers for the new body style, that kind of thing. That's an aftermarket deal for 2024s. And the question I have is, if they did a package called the Special and they did a package called the ST, why not just do a package called the Limited and put the trunk, the light bar, the lowers on that package, and you just pay for that package, and you will buy a Street Glide and the Limited package to have that look and feel. Now, maybe that'll happen. Maybe that won't happen. I don't know. It's a possibility.
Yeah. And I don't.
You all coming out to Tennessee?
Oh, is he talking about the Tennessee Music Festival thing?
Maybe
MR or
yeah, maybe he's talking about TMMR.
We met the couple that are running that now, didn't we? In St. Louis, was that last year we met them?
Yeah, it was not this year. The year before. Yeah, now because I'm in here under Firecracker's camera and thing, I can't control the chat or do anything.
Ah, shit. Bear with us, folks.
We're doing our best. And there's no way to fix that without going back out to the other sign in or me signing out and back in. We don't want to do that. So we'll just look at we stuck with this Joe Reese comment on the screen all night. That's okay. We really like
Joe, you're a star. Oh, wait, mine moved up. Tell Baderman it's a lifelong friend. Ask for the shoopster.
So yeah, we can see the chat, but I can't change the chat that's displayed on the screen from in here.
That's a long-time childhood friend of mine, and he's a good dude. And I believe he just bought his first Harley not long ago. So welcome to the family.
He's the one that he asked when we're all coming out to Tennessee. So maybe that's what he's talking about.
Okay. Yes, he just moved out to Tennessee, and we'll definitely have to go out and visit. We actually lived on the same street for a number of years.
So Joe Reese said, I thought the Street Glide has always been a little lower and the seats aren't rider liquid cooling. Ha ha, I'm a big beautiful. So here's the deal. The new Street Glides have liquid cooling in the heads. So it's not really any different than the Limiteds. They already have that capability without it being in the lowers. And as far as being at a little lower, the Street Glide no longer has the shorter stocks, rear shocks. They have the same 13-inch shock in the rear now that like the Limited had. That was something the Street Glide Special had, was the lower shock. The Street Glide actually at one time had the taller shock. I don't know, in the most recent years, but I know when I bought my 16, the Special had the lower shock, the Street taller shock. Changes some year. Maybe anybody in the chat knows exactly what it was last year. But the 2024s have the 13-inch. So they have the same length of travel as what the Limited has, and the water cooling. So the only difference is a seat, and it can be part of that Limited package. If you buy the ST package, you get a different seat. If you buy the Special, you get a different seat. The Limited, you would get a touring seat. That's easy to fix. That's all something they can make part of that package.
Hey, Mike, as far as aftermarket saddlebags, we know the big players in that aftermarket world. Have you heard any rumors about who's maybe leading the charge on that? You got Bad Dad, you got Advan Black.
I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard anything about them making aftermarket parts. TCMT Moto, who make some of those kinds of things, have told me that they will have that kind of stuff coming later in the year. They're in development of it. We'll have to see, but I do know that the aftermarket is going to catch up. It is going to take a little time, and it's taken Harley time to have their P&A stuff available. I still get people messaging me saying they can't get the illuminated controls. They can't get this. They can't get that. That stuff is still on back order. I know that when the new models were released, the ST package wasn't readily available. They had to wait a few months for that. So that kind of stuff is the kinds of things I've been hearing. So, hey, look at the backdrop we got, man.
Yeah.
You got a whole lot better all of a sudden, Mike. She's just got to zip that down a little lower, and that'll bring more people into the chat.
Radios would go through the roof. You know, we talk about Harley making all these changes to their bikes and how we like it when they do what we want, but that also helps the aftermarket guys. You know, that lets them create new product as well, keeps them relevant.
It does. Yeah, Clockworks is making windshields.
Mm-hmm.
People are starting to come out with audio packages, and that's a big thing with the new audio, with the new head unit. It's a whole digital processing system that's all different. All these things, are going to take a little time, and I know some things are not going to change necessarily, or not a big deal like exhaust, but the other things that did change, the seats changed. Saddlemen have seats out for it. I'm sure other people are going to get there and get seats out for it as well, Mustang and stuff. But the seat pan, the shape of the tank and all that changed how those seats mount up. So the seats are definitely different. That's a new change. We've got other small changes here and there. The lighting system obviously is a big change. Custom dynamics, I'm sure, will come with stuff. But what do they, besides the headlight, what do they have now that fits the existing style? Because we no longer have turn signals in the front. They're now integrated into the lights and things like that. All those things, it's just going to take. What do you know about Yappy Sharknado Fair? Heard anything good? Heard anything about Yappy's Sharknado? The last thing I really big on Yappy's, I know he did a big custom BMW build for a show, and that was like a really unique build and stuff. But I haven't really seen much from that genre yet. That builder, that developer. I'm sure he's probably doing stuff for his parts line. To be honest, the last month I've had my head down, plowing through things I had to do. So we can get
yes, you have.
So, Steve, what's been new in your world since we saw you at the spring fling?
Yeah, so small world, right? I actually did a little 36-hour mini vacation with a riding buddy, and we went down to Lake of the Ozarks on Saturday morning, and then came back late Sunday afternoon, and stayed at our favorite resort there, the Encore, down to the resort at Lake of the Ozarks. And lo and behold, the band there that night said they were from Rolla, and there was a female singer. So I asked her, I said, hey, listen, I know Rolla's a fairly large town, but would you happen to know Mike Thompson? Lo and behold, she knows Mike Thompson and April very well. So, and I think she is an owner of one of the bigger biker bars down in that area. Is that correct?
Yeah, they have a great venue that has live music there. A lot of people Route 66 is out there. They got a pork tenderloin that's bigger than your head, Steve. Hangs off the plate. It's huge. So that's one of the things they're well known for. But they're a very popular live music venue, and you probably realize why, being the fact that they are into live music themselves and perform. So they support the live venue aspect and the night scene and stuff. When we were dating and single, we frequented the Tater Patch more often. Now that we're older and trying to, get a little more respectable, we don't get out quite as much, but they're still good friends of ours and have a great.
Yeah, and they're very talented. Everybody really enjoyed them. In fact, the head of the security guy there that we've gotten to know, he said it's one of the best. He's been there for like 4 or 5 years. Said it's one of the best bands that he's seen at the event at the Encore. So that says a lot.
They paid for a governor when he got elected at his private party when he got elected and stuff.
Wow.
No. cricket and then played.
They played a lot of different stuff too. They did some country. They did some pop music. I mean, it was just a nice mix of songs that they sang, and that made it kind of fun too.
Yeah, they're a good group. They're a fun group. We've known different people that have been part of the bands off and on, and of course, Robin Cricket kind of are the lead of the band, and we've known them personally. I've known Cricket for 30 years. She started singing it. They're back in the 90s. She used to play with a band called the Joe Tanner Band.
Yeah, we talk about the Lake of the Ozarks quite a bit because it's kind of right in the middle between where I live and where you live, and it's so awesome down there. Me and my buddy were like, why are we not doing this at least once a month? Anyone that's within 2 to 3 hours of the lake needs to get down there.
We try and get up there once a month generally. Things they have a Mardi Gras pub crawl thing and or like March and stuff. They have events all through the summer, that kind of thing. But it's a great place to go, whether you're a biker or not. But there's plenty of your establishments there. Welcome to Great American Dive Bar. I saw you guys went there. So Joe's got a nice place there. He's getting built up in the campground and stuff. And I see we're popping up on the west side of the lake, more biker-friendly stuff. The bars. There's going to be a bike run with commemorative coins this year for Bike Fest up there, coming out of the Great American Dive Bar, along with some of the other bars on the west end or the west side. So big things starting to happen there. Did you see, while we're talking about Bike Fest, did you see the dirt track race announcement there?
No.
AMA official sanctioned AMA dirt track race at Eldon at the Ozark dirt track there, whatever is in Eldon.
Okay.
Ozark Speedway or whatever it's called. Look up the name of it.
Okay, so that's what, 8 miles away from the game.
Yeah, it's not far. They're going to have dirt track races. It's a big deal for the Bike Fest event to draw more people in from outside of the state for sure. Because dirt track racing, you from Illinois just to watch the mile. So if you could come by and watch dirt track racing, that's a big.
Hey, Mike, you're cutting out a little bit again. Are you on your cell phone? Do you think maybe your signals are getting kind of mixed up or something? Because all of a sudden you're getting choppy.
Yeah, it's probably our internet because of the weather with the storm coming in.
Okay.
Hang on.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if there's anything I can do about it. Besides for extra antenna. So if anybody wants to chip into the chat on that, you let me know.
Yeah.
That's part of the problem. And with the fact we've got kind of a storm roll through here, it's probably not helping. Hang on here, I'm going to do a speed test, which probably killed the connection for a second.
Okay. Not a worry.
I'm trying. It's still trying to connect on speed test. So I would say.
And you guys are out in the country a little bit too, right?
Yeah, we're 3 or 4 miles down. I hooked up to the houses in this area. We don't know if it'll be here or when it'll be. Once we we'll be.
If you're trying to talk, you're pretty much muted. I can't hear anything. And now you froze there for a while too. So
we may have to cut this one short.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, that's, if we need to do that, we certainly can.
Yeah, Mike.
I was hoping you guys would get a chance to talk about the Mid-America Freedom Rally, because I know that's your baby.
Yeah, Elon Musk satellite. It's faster than any charter or spectrum cable that we've had. It may be faster on a download. It's not less latency, and it's probably not faster than fiber. And it's about a $800, I think, offset for satellite if you want. And stuff to lower satellite. I looked into it, and this was no equipment. So, yeah, our connection is normally 50 or 70 meg, and we're down to 7, and no upload. So
That explains it.
It's gone to crap.
Yeah, because
Is
you're
this pricey?
yeah, you're really cutting out real bad now. It's can't really make out what you're saying. I don't know if I'm any better.
I hear you fine, but it's probably download for me, upload for you. All right. I think we're going to call it tonight. Can you see that? I'm waving bye-bye.
No, I didn't. Oh, now you're waving.
You got me back. So
yeah, now that we're
I think we'll call it tonight, and we'll see. I may have to do some work on the satellite connection or the internet connection, and see if we can get things lined out a little better.
well, hey, we'll give it a shot. Again, for those that don't know how busy you guys are, it's a miracle that we even got this up. Even attempted this tonight. So the effort was there for sure.
All right, buddy. I'm gonna let you go.
Okay. Yep. Sounds good. Peace, love, dope.
Here.